Hello everybody, we are back for round 2. Pretty excited. Jank Avengers, Age of Janktron is ready to go. We actually have the funky black block, which is pretty great. And our opponent should be here shortly. With any luck. Whew, alright, that was a tough game last time. Had me sweating bullets game 1, that's for sure. Your opponent doesn't usually draw 5, 6 more cards than you, and you come off and actually manage to win it. So, but we did. And I'm feeling pretty good. This hand is awesome. We got a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 4-drop. So, keep a Rooski. And I really like our chances. I think this is good. And we're off to the races, folks. Gonna rush out our turn 1 Disowned Ancestor. Pass turn. Next turn I could probably just Outlast and not do anything. If I get a 2-drop, I'm definitely gonna do something. And that's going to be good eventually. There's no reason to not run out this Plains. Now, granted, I am leaving myself open to something like Valley Dasher, but I think it's good to use our mana this turn. And I might just, if I don't get a 3-drop, I might just devote next turn and take whatever hit I get. Again, unless it's Valley Dasher here, and then I'm going to leave my guy up to block, but, you know. With any luck, we get another turn to Outlast, and then we manage to do pretty well for ourselves. He's got his own Disowned Ancestor, which is pretty good, I suppose. However, our Murderous Cut is muy excelente. So, as the Spanish say. And so we are going to have to just do a beautiful little Outlast trigger there. Next turn we'll play our 4-drop, then we can start getting a little tricky with his Disowned Ancestor. I might swing into it and Debilitating Injury it. Although I will say I win long game, I think. Take 0. Our opponent appears to be playing Raid Enablers. I'm going to discard this land. If I don't have enough to actually make the land work, that's a problem. But that's okay. I have 18 land in this deck. I'm not too worried about it. So, do we get punished for discarding a land? We do. Swarm of Bloodflies is now on my deck. Well, that's fine. I think I'm just going to Debilitating Injury the Mardu Skull Hunter. Yeah, I wish the Swarm of Bloodflies had been in my hand earlier, because then I would have ditched that and not the land. But that's okay. We're going to get aggressive, get our 2 damage going on. Not going to rotate. I don't know what just happened there. Rotate. We'll get in for 2. Yep. This could be bad, could be good. Now, granted, I still have Murderous Cut up, so there is that. Our opponent has hit his 4th land drop. We still need our 4th land drop. But again, that is okay. High Spire Mantis, they said to me. Well, that is a very playable card. That is for sure. I am just going to play this Morph, however. Because I can gain 2 life, I can go to 22, and then if this thing swings, I got 2 in the crackback, which puts me to 19 and him to 17, and then I can try and work around that from there. But I'd like to build up my board just a little bit longer, if I can. Yep, got me to 17. Yep, as soon as we start hitting lands, we are in business. Depending on what this is. So he's got a Leaping Master. He's got this. I don't know why Leaping Master is upside down. Leaping Master is pretty good. I'm going to leave Watch of the Roost hidden for now, on the off chance that I want to surprise my opponent. Okay, I don't think I do now. I don't think I do now at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip our guy. We're going to reveal our Salt Road Patrol. I'm going to go to 19. Now the question is, do I swing and leave myself open for 5? I don't think I do. I think I just play out my Salt Road Patrol here. And then pass turn. He's going to get a few good pot shots in on me with this High Spire Mantis, but that's okay. If he offers the trade with Leaping Master and Watcher of the Roost, I'm absolutely going to do that. Really just kind of important to start making our opponent question his blocks. What I would like is to be able to play Swarm of Bloodflies before I start blocking, though. Revealing Butcher of the Horde, which means he's got somebody that can't block, so that's Horde Ambusher. Good to know that our opponent has a Horde Ambusher. I'm going to write that down. He also has a Butcher of the Horde, which is pretty insane. Well, I'm glad we didn't use Murderous Cut for that for the High Spire Mantis then. Yep, Butcher is in play. That is scary. Sacks is due to give it haste, I guess, and swings for 8 here in the air. Seems pretty bold. Not gonna lie to you guys. Seems very bold. Sure. Opponent modifies a counter on his guy. That seems decent. We're going to draw our card, though. Bitter Revelation does not do anything for us right now. Best to just get this done at sorcery speed, I think. We're just going to have to get this Murderous Cut out of the way to kill the Butcher. Alright, so Butcher is out of play, which is decent. Now our opponent is going to threaten 4 on the crackback if we do this. I still think I have a good swing here for 2. I'm going to take it. Realistically, I'm going to take 3 and go to 8. What I really need to do is somehow manage to get like my defenses back up. Debilitating Injury would be nice. Swarm of Bloodflies would probably be... I probably would have actually cast Swarm of Bloodflies. No. I mean, I'm probably going to have to cast Bitter Revelation now. Swarm is pretty good here. That's annoying. It's very annoying. I don't want my opponent to continue to keep casting these spells. Because now he can swing with the Leaping Master. I'm absolutely going to block Leaping Master, though, if he does swing. No, I'll just go to 8 then. Yep, that's fine. You got me. I go to 8. I have 6 of the 8 mana necessary to do battle with my lovely good friend, the Necropolis Fiend. However, now I myself have my own Swarm of Bloodflies. So, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, we're definitely on the back foot here. But with any luck, Necropolis Fiend can get us there. I think he can get us there. I think if any card can do it, it's the Fiend. But we've sort of stabilized now. Active Treason would be really painful here. Calling it right now. I'm going to block like that so we don't die. We will go to 5. The trades are good. Especially when we've got a really big flyer who is now totally enabled. Our opponent has one card in hand. I think it's our turn to get some lands going on. I think it's our turn to return to the battlefield, as it were. We have responded in kind to our opponent's threats, which is good. I will go to 4 too if I absolutely need to. I wish this was dead drop. But it's not dead drop. It's an Acropolis Fiend. Alright, that puts him on Aerostorm or Burn... No, yeah, it puts him on Aerostorm or Burn Away. Or Crater's Claws me for death. That's fine. Well, let's see if he doesn't punt. He might hit us. He might hit us, he might miss and hit... Yeah, okay. Well, that wasn't great. By any stretch of the imagination, that was not great. In fact, it was very annoying. Savage Punch is going to be very good against our opponent, though. We're going to side out the Savage Punch, and we're going to side in a probably a Jeskai student, I'd imagine. His deck seemed kind of aggressive. We're going to side out Bitter Revelation. Man, I don't want to lose this game. I do not want to lose this game at all. And there's that keep turned into a kind of annoying hand for us. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That was kind of bad. But it's okay. It happens. Happens to the best of us. I'm actually just gonna swap out 1 for 1. We're gonna go with the Savage Punch. I feel like that's the best route to do it. Shambling Attendants, 2-drop, 3-drop. We'll keep. This is a little slower than I would like, certainly, but we've got stuff to use. Yeah, losing game 1, like in just a game that we should have won, I think, just to stuff that we could have beaten, I think it was kind of annoying. But we know our opponent has Crater's Claws, so there's like no end to the badness that can happen for us. Still, Swarm of Bloodflies is going to be pretty good, I think, if we can run it out. I like our chances on the play. Sure, Disowned Ancestor is literally the best thing I could have seen there. Alright, let's see. Alright, so double Debilitating Injury. That's pretty awesome. So we're getting a little bit of a lag here. That's kind of annoying. I don't know. I can't really cut any other stuff that's happening like around my house to make the router go faster. So nothing else to do. Nothing to it but to do it, sad to say. These debilitating injuries are going to be good, though. I need to hit that 5th land drop to get my Swarm of Bloodflies out. Another morph would be cool. I wouldn't mind my Abzan guide, certainly. Am I just going to lose my guy to a debilitating injury? No, he is going to do stuff. So our opponent has a slow draw, and that's pretty good for us, I think. That was very good for us, because Keru Bloodsucker is pretty sweet. We are absolutely going to hit in for 2 here. There's no reason not to. If our opponent wants to race us, that's fine. Disowned Ancestor doesn't race us for that long. And as soon as we get a 5th land, we're going to be in business, because Swarm of Bloodflies is going to be engaged. And then we're just going to start throwing out debilitating injuries like they're freaking party favors. You get shot in the face with a poisoned arrow, and you get shot in the face with a poisoned arrow, and everyone gets shot in the, I guess, shoulder with a poisoned arrow. That's what we're about here at Draftradio. Poisoned arrow shooting. He's officially at Butcher of the Horde mana. Is it a Butcher? No, it's a High Spire Mantis. But that's okay. If I get a land, I'm going to play Bloodflies. And we did get a land. So we are going to play Bloodflies. And then we're going to pass turn. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't... Like, you can get in for 3. I'm going to start killing stuff, and Bloodflies is going to start being a huge issue for you. Actually, Bloodsucker's kind of a huge issue for our opponent, too. Let the party favors begin. Come on, injuries. Let's debilitate some people. Want to buy a ring pop. By that I mean want to kill things with debilitating injury. Mardu midrange seems good. The age-old battle between Mardu and Abzan. If you guys follow the storyline, they don't like each other very much. Alright, Swarm. You're horrifying looking. Taking it. Play Butcher of the Horde. That'd be fantastic. Because then I will double debilitating injury your Butcher. Or you Crater's Claws my guy for 2? Well, I guess that if I had all of all the things that I had to have happen this game, that's one of them, I guess, that I care the least about. If I get a green creature, I'm going to swap my Morph for my guy. But I didn't. Alright, let's just do this. Let's see here. This is annoying. I need to get rid of both of these guys. And create a swarm of Bloodflies was very important to my strategy. So how do we want to play this? I have 6 mana. I don't have enough to play Attendance. Hateblade's going to get in for a bunch eventually, but I don't think that matters. If he plays Butcher the Horde, I'm just dead to Butcher the Horde anyway. Now the question is, do I want to double debilitating injury to kill Mantis, or do I want to kill Hateblade? And I think I want to kill Hateblade. Alright, now this does put me a little bit behind on board. But now I swing for 4. He goes to 17. Realistically, he cracks me back. I go to 15. I'm living in fear of Butcher, but other than that, I think we're more or less in the clear here. I don't know that for sure, but actually, I don't even think he's got a good attack with Disowned Ancestor, because then he just gets hit again for 4. An event, or yeah, that doesn't really even out in his favor. Yeah, I like that better. I like cutting down our opponent's board presence here. Just trying to get that a little bit less of an annoying thing. Like, nerfing this guy and turning him into a 1/1 attacker is pretty good for us. We're just going to take the 1, obviously. Raid trigger, or are you just swinging for 1? Yeah, I mean, we're not in a great position here. Like, we did get Crater's Claws out of our opponent's graveyard, and that's pretty sweet. Like, this could be anything, realistically. Is it Dead Drop? It's Sultai Scavenger. That's stupid annoying. Alright, well. Yeah, I can't beat the Flyers. That's really obnoxious. I needed a way to either get around them or do this. That guy's actually a huge threat right now. I suppose I could swing Keru Bloodsucker and hope that he blocks, and then I sack, but then I'm just empty on board anyway, and that's only a trade. It just seems bad for me, doesn't it? I mean, we're going to be playing with an empty grip. We do have Savage Punch, though, that we can wheel. Keru Bloodsucker can get us some life in a pinch if we absolutely need it, but I don't really want to have to go to that dark place in our life. Still, you know, could be going worse. We were going to go to 12, and then realistically, yeah, we're not in a great spot. But we can still push through. I've got faith in us. As long as he doesn't rip Butcher, we're going to be fine, I think. Like, our next couple draws just need to be absolutely, like, bonkers. We need to get Savage Punch, essentially. I don't know what else we'd have to get. 13, 12, no surprises there. Swing is good. I'm going to look at our deck really quick, guys, while I'm taking my lumps to my face. God, seriously? Stop flying. Stop making flyers. If this is Leaping Master, I'm going to be really upset. Alright, it's not Leaping Master. We need to get a good draw here, like in the worst possible way. That is not a good draw. That is actually the entire opposite of a good draw. I'm going to swing 2 with Keru Bloodsucker and see if he buys it. See if he bites. Skidooch. See what I did there? Bites. Get it? Because he's a vampire? No blocks. I don't foresee us winning this game, guys. I'm not going to lie. We needed that to be a spell, like an Abzan guide, or anything but a basic land, essentially. Well, let's see. Falconer would be sweet to get. Rite of the Serpent would be cool. Guide would be fine. Murderous Cut would be good. So we're not out of it. Necropolis Fiend is fine as well. Watcher of the Roost is okay. But I mean, we're taking 6. We're going right to 6. We need to... Yeah, Necropolis Fiend would be awesome. Because we've got 8, 9, 10 mana. We got 9 mana up. Like, it almost needs to be Necropolis Fiend here. Is that a turn too late? It is not a turn too late, because we can play the Morph. And then we can swing with the Shambling Attendants. And we can gain 2 life when we by sacrificing this guy to this guy. It's risky. It's risky business. Okay, so our opponents take up arms. Well, let's see here. If our opponent swings, like with all of his guys, I may just unmorph the Abzan guide and block, because realistically I'm taking 6 in the air, right? And then I'm gaining 4. Alright, so let's work this out. I've got 6 life. And he's got 6 in the air. Realistically, that's 2 in the air. That puts me to 4 because I'm gaining 4 back. And then he's got... I need to go block. Block. That's 6. Oh, this is bad. If I block this, I take 7. I go to 3. Yeah, I have to do that, I think. All right. So I go to 3 and I eat 2 of his tokens. Provided he has no, like, Trumpet Blast trickery. If he's got Trumpet Blast, I'm just so dead. Yep. Alright. So we ate 2 tokens. Abzan Guide is up. Are we dead? Mardu Warshrieker does not make us dead. In fact, Mardu Warshrieker does the exact opposite of that. Alright, now we absolutely swing in for 4 here with Abzan Guide. And I'm wondering if I swing in for 3 with Shambling Attendants or not. Okay, I'm trying to tell him that we're not attacking just yet. If I swing Shamblers, I think I have to swing Shambling Attendant and Abzan Guide. Okay, I think I swing 7 here. Because that puts our opponent at pretty much dead. Alright, now let's think about this here. Do I order... Think about how I want to order blockers. If I want to kill Kieran first or kill Warshrieker. Warshrieker doesn't do overly much to me. Well, Warshrieker does get past both my blockers. Whereas Kieran doesn't really do much. I mean, either way, I'm gaining 6 life here, going back up to 9. And then 10, realistically, because I'm not going to play Blossoming Sands here. I think I'm actually going to go Kieran first. Our opponent also loses 2 from the Bloodsucker. So we go to 9. Carry Bloodsucker's ability is awesome because it puts our opponent to 7. We actually go to 10. Alright. Still not out of the woods. Still very much not out of the woods yet. Reason I killed Kieran is because Shambling Attendants is literally putting the team on his back at this point. Oh, man, this is rough. There are many things which would be good for me. There are many things which would be bad for me. We managed to fight out of it pretty well. Yikes, okay. Still not completely winnable. Well, I mean, it's winnable to an extent, I suppose. Jesus. Swings for 4. Gotta take it. Okay. That's actually a really good swing for us, not for him. Come on, Savage Punch. Krumar Bondkin, huh? Feat of Resistance hurts like a mother trucker. Oh, man. Yep, he blocks the token. Yep, so token's dead. I'm actually going to play my Morph out because I want my opponent to think realistically. If his toughness was 1 more point, that'd be awesome, but it's not. Now, granted, I could probably swing in with this guy and maybe he won't block next turn. I'm thinking about that. That'd be kind of sick. Swings for 4. Going to 2. Okay. Draw for turn. Let's see what it is. Ugh. Okay, that needed to be a spell of any freaking kind. If it was Archer's Parapet, this would be the game. That would have been game. But now we need to think about the things that our opponent could have. Karu Bloodsucker. We need to have enough mana to morph our guy. We do. So let's think about this. Realistically, he blocks one of our morphs, then he blocks Shambling Attendant. I sack both guys to Karu Bloodsucker, and then the 2 damage. Is that enough? I basically sack everybody to Karu Bloodsucker and then hope to kill him that way. No, that's still 6. God, if this was a green spell. Ugh. You look like mother truckin', This needs to be how we do things. Hold up. Still thinking. Okay, so the thing is, do I swing with Karu Bloodsucker or not? Because if he blocks Karu Bloodsucker... Oh my god. This is frustrating. Hopefully he blocks the wrong morph and just dies and just eats it. Yeah, I think I just have to swing everybody here. Just don't block. As long as he doesn't block the Bondkin, we're in business. There's so much that our opponent could have that just absolutely eats us alive here. Abzan Guide was the greatest rip in the history of rips. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Game? Wow, we got there. Oh my god, we got there. That's why we played the morph the way that we did. Whew, okay. Oh. Trying to see what our morphs were. Alright, so we managed to get out of that one relatively easily. I'm thinking about putting Ride of the Serpent in. Maybe you put my War Behemoth in. Yeah, that was rough. I can't believe we actually did it, but we did. Our opponent is on the play. Yikes. Incremental growth. I'm trying to think if maybe I want to just blow him out with incremental growth, and that might actually be better if I... No, because that blows out my mana. Then I have to worry about redoing the mana split. I actually think I like the way it is now. Alright, let's see what we got. This hand is keepable, I think. Depending on... We need a forest to play the Tuskguard Captain. But Bloodsucker's on board. We got Murderous Cut. We've got a 4-drop. Potential Necropolis Fiend, which runs Ramparts over... Which runs like Roughshot over his deck. On the draw, it's a little slow, but I'll keep it. We've got 18 lands, so which means that 16 lands are in the deck. We can realistically hope to see one of them at some point. So we have many, many turns to draw our lands. Hopefully we will get them soon. Whew, okay, that was a nail biter. Alright, so no 2-drop either. That's pretty sweet for us. Land. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me this is the game where we mana screw out and lose. Come on. Come on. Not after that last game. Oh. Just one land. One untapped land. Forest. Give me a forest, please. I'm begging you. In the name of all that is good and holy, give me a forest here, please. Draw. Forest. Swamp. Close a freaking enough. There are no happy accidents. Teamer Charger is going to be trading with Skull Hunter, and then that's going to be it. Okay. Watcher of the Roost is cool because he blocks the 2 power flyers. So that's good. Definitely blocking. You got my Morph. Not much else that our Teamer Charger can expect to do this game. So we're all right there. Butcher. Horde Chief. Horde Chief's pretty good. I will happily take Assault Road Patrol here, though, if I can get into the land. Land. Alright. Still need that green mana to make our Tuskguard Captain live, but when our opponent does not get all of his flyers, we are in a good spot, I think. Whew. Cannot believe we pulled that game out of our tailpipe. That was beautiful. Now, there's probably a fair case to be made for playing Watcher of the Roost first and then flipping this guy to get the 2 life. The 2 life is not insignificant here, especially when we know our opponent has the Crater's Claws. But stonewalling his attackers is exactly what I want to be doing now. Especially because if I get a forest, like I'm going to next turn, I can outlast and play Tuskguard Captain. So, you hear that, deck? You're going to give me a forest. Say it with me now. Forest. Forest. Alright, so he's not on his 5th land drop either. That's pretty good for us. Oh, okay. No attacks, I don't think, unless he's trying to trigger raid. Yeah, cannot get over how intense that last game was. That was really, really, really intense. Dragon Grip on your 4/3, I guess. Sure, that's fine. Alright, we do draw for the turn. Now the question is, do I want to outlast, play a Morph, or do I want to swing and see if he'll like double block? Is there any real purpose in doing that? I don't think there is. I'm just going to play Carry Bloodsucker here and then pass turn. Necropolis Fiend is awesome in our deck, though, and I really want to play him as soon as humanly possible. A little nervous. I like our opponent's use of his mana, though. Like, if he didn't have any other plays, putting Dragon Grip on, even at sorcery speed, is not a terrible option. So I think that's correct there. Whew. Yikes. Pivots the Warrior. We know he's got Feet of Resistance. Crater's Claws for 4 does it. If he's got Feet of Resistance or Trumpet Blast, I'm fine trading that, so I'm going to block. This might just be a raid trigger. I think it was a raid trigger. Aerostorm for 5. Heart Piercer to hit me for 2, probably to kill Bloodsucker. That's fine. Yep, that's okay. We're not doing too badly, I don't think. I'm going to play my Morph, which is going to be this lovely Watcher of the Roost. I'm sitting here thinking if I want to save my debilitating injury or just lob it at somebody. And I think the answer is I don't want to lob it at somebody just yet. There's still quite a lot of things that I can kill with this. Swarm of Bloodflies being one of them. I can nerf his Mantis. I think I'm just going to pass. It could bite me in the butt, but we'll see what happens. The longer this game goes on, though, the better our chances are, I think, of winning it. I think our deck just outclasses his, although he does have Crater's Claws, so that card makes the deck. I'm going to double block the Mardu Heartpiercer. Our opponent could have Feat of Resistance, but that doesn't do much. He basically kills my morph for his thing, and I take 4. With very little hesitation. And we've got Feat of Resistance mana up. That's fine. I don't mind trading the morph for his guy. It's all just fodder for my dude. I still have enough to Murderous Cut if I absolutely need to this turn. The Sultai Scavenger? It is. We've got 8 mana. You could always play Crater's Claws. Alright, so we do get our mighty Tuskguard Captain at some point. Do I want to play Necropolis Fiend here? I can't play Necropolis Fiend here, so there's no point in even trying. I should have played Debilitating Injury on that. Block, we'll take 3, we'll go to 14. It's not ideal, but it is okay. Bring on the combat trick so I can Murderous Cut your guy in response. Response. Murderous Cut. You're 4/3, yes. And then I will take 2 more. I go to 16. Alright, so that was a pretty good 3 for 1. Alright. Okay, so that was pretty good. Now we got to start winning this game. We have weathered the storm. Whether 'tis nobler to weather the storm. We know the answer to that question. It is not nobler. We're going to swing in for 2. Obviously going to get aggressive here. May have been better to hold back. Tuskguard Captain, Debilitating Injury, his 3/3 to make it a 1/1, Forest, and then we'll pass. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think, for a turn. Because now we've got 6 mana. Realistically, we've got 3, which leaves 1 more to kill the Sultai Scavenger later on with Necropolis Fiend. Yikes, this is a hard game. It's a very hard game. We take 1 damage, though. He's got us there. If he's got another Skull Hunter, I'm going to be in a little bit of an awkward position. He does not. Alright. Well, let's draw for turn, and then let's just bring on the battle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have exactly 11. That's fine. I'm going to play both Jeskai Student and Necropolis Fiend in the same turn. Some may call me crazy. I say that I want to race, which is exactly what I want to do, and I can only do that if I play all of my stuff consistently. Now, Necropolis Fiend might just become a speed bump to Crater's Claws, but I'm actually okay with that. I would rather have Crater's Claws hit my bomb than I would have it hit my face. So, yeah. We're looking like we may have managed to beat the Mardu. Maybe. We are so not out of the woods yet, it is not even funny, though. He just has so many more ways that he can kill us. But we have a couple good ways left in our deck. We still have a Rite of the Serpent that we can draw. There's still a debilitating injury floating around for what that's worth. I am not attacking with Necropolis Fiend because that leaves me wide open to Killshot, and I'm not ready to die to Killshot just yet. I will probably pump up one or both of these guys depending on what I draw. Okay. Okay. That was... Still getting over game 2. That was bad. That was rough. We managed to get it, but we almost didn't. If it is spot removal, I will save it. It is not. It is, however, something relevant. So I'm just gonna crash in for 5 here, and then just keep playing permanents till he dies. That's my plan at this point. He is more than welcome to Killshot any of these guys. I cannot have him Killshot Necropolis Fiend. Under no circumstances can Necropolis Fiend die. He blocks all of his flyers. Our opponent has so many flyers in his deck. And honestly, Gathering4Magic has a powerful, powerful Mardu build here. And that's something that I have to respect. He's playing a couple of sketchy cards. I don't know if I'd main deck Dragon's Grip or not, but certainly there's a reason he's playing these cards. And I don't think it hurts the overall consistency of the deck. If our opponent has End Hostilities, we're dead. But if he doesn't have End Hostilities, I think we win this game. I don't know if that's the case. I assume if he had End Hostilities, he would have played it already. Oh, man. Okay, well. Here goes nothing, right? Yeah, that's the thing. Cons is a great set because everything is really, really good. All the strategies are really balanced, and there's not so many, but there's just enough haymakers in the set to make you still think, even now, at 11 life with board control, I might lose this game. It is highly possible for me to lose right now. Now, granted, we are swinging for 4, 8, 9 points of damage. But again, I'm not swinging with Regent. Regent cannot happen. All right, he's going to combat, which means he's got something. Is he just playing? Yeah, he's just playing Valley Dasher as a blocker. Well, it's relevant. It's certainly relevant. Savage Punch is a beating. We're going to use that now. On the Salt Road Patrol, so Salt Road Patrol is going to fight the Flyer. I'm just going to kill the Flyer now. I don't want the Flyer losing that enchantment and somehow getting me in the end. So Sultai Scavenger is dead. Granted, I probably shouldn't have done it that way, although I still have enough mana to kill any of his 2-drops with an Necropolis Fiend if I want to. So that swings 4, 6, swings 10. I'm going to leave a blocker back as well. I don't know what our opponent has, and I'm not willing to risk it. Kill shot. He did have the kill shot, which is why we were not swinging with Necropolis Fiend. That was not how we were going to win this game. Oh, man. He has realistically, he's got either mandrels or the 4/7. Oh, okay. This is rough. Yep. That is exactly what I would have done there. I think that's a good call. I actually don't mind. I think he blocks here, realistically. He blocks the 4. That's funny that he's had kill shot. He's like, damn you and your patience. Yep, I like this. Our opponent only takes 2. Yep, blocks and dies. 2 to our opponent's face. Now, realistically, I think we've played around any haste shenanigans. I think we've played around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mardu Hateblade does not do it because EOT I kill it. Or EOT I kill that. Is he just... What, is he sacked? Yeah. He's going right to the attack step. What is he doing? Oh, he's just swinging for the hate, for the disrespect. My demon is bigger than yours, sir. I am afraid to tell you. I must do this for the also for the disrespect. So the Necropolis Fiend is the only demon left. Well played. Well played, sir. Oh, okay. We got there. Somehow, that game 2, man, that was... I'm glad we stuck with it. I'm glad we stuck with it. Oh. Whew, okay, sweating bullets. Okay. All right, folks, we're going round 3. Let's do it.